Welcome back to Guitars and Cigars. How's everybody doing today? It's Thanksgiving afternoon, 2024. And I wanted to talk a little bit about this guitar. And today, I kind of want to go into what I'm going to call my backstory musically for anybody who's interested. This is a beautiful guitar. Yeah, I got it on Amazon. Did a lot of reviews. I watched a lot of reviews, I should say. And a lot of positive comments. This is a brand that is called Firefly. And Firefly makes a lot of good products. Rounded fret ends. Let me turn this down. Rounded fret ends. Beautiful, beautiful workmanship. Solid guitars. The hardware feels good. Switches feel good. Nothing feels cheap. This is about $220 on Amazon. They have different body shapes, different colors, and I would call it a budget guitar, but that doesn't mean that it's cheaply made or, not worth its weight. It's a solid guitar, I mean, it's a through neck. I love it. So back in the day, I grew up in a town called Melrose Park, Illinois, and I was inspired musically by somebody who was a celebrity to me. My older cousin, Joey Batelli, and he had a band, and he was the epitome of cool to me, and he played the guitar. And I would hear, I'd go in my Aunt Vi's basement and watch him play with his guys, and it was just, I want to do that. I want to be as cool as him. He had a cool car, just a cool guy. And on the same block where he lived, I had childhood friends, Kurt Savino and Ron Jones. And maybe 1977, 1978, something like that, I got my first guitar. It was a Sears Les Paul copy. And my cousin Joey was like, you shouldn't have got that. Well, I didn't know no better. My parents got it for me. The action was this high off the neck. It was actually kind of horrible, but it looked like what I'd see guys, on album covers and stuff. It had that look. And my buddy Ron Jones, I think already had a guitar. And my buddy Kurt Savino picked up the drums. So boom, we had a band and we named it Star. And this is where Ron Jones and Kurt Savino and I got our chops and started playing together. Sometimes in Kurt's basement a few times. My basement primarily on 22nd Avenue. And we started writing our own songs and trying to do cover songs. And we would play rote notes because we didn't even know chords yet. We got there eventually. And we got together regularly, and this is what we would do. And we really enjoyed it. My dad had a bar on Lake Street called Charade Lounge. Sometimes we would work the door there at 14 years old, checking IDs. And sometimes our band would play there. And as time moved forward, people have different tastes, different interests. And, you kind of, you remain friends, but you kind of go in different directions and join different bands, and that's okay. We all went different ways. Subsequent to that, Kurt and I played in another band called Genocide, and we had Donnie Woodfield, if anybody knows who he was, who was an extraordinary guitarist. But my influence was my cousin Joey Batelli. My second influence was Ronnie Jones. These were good guitarists to me. Donnie Woodfield was an outstanding guitarist. We played in a band together, 1979 or so, I'd say. And again, you dissolve and move on and find other ventures, and we all do that. Matter of fact, in the 70s, there was another guy we made friends with named Mo Carrera, who had a band called Hades that would play at my dad's bar. He has gone on to bigger and better things, known as Tony Ocean. So, after a couple different transitional things and projects and whatever, I ended up in a band that was called Roadrunner and changed their name to Roulette shortly before I joined. This is 1981, 1982, and lo and behold, more guys inspired me, more guitarists. Ricky Leone and Kenny Giordano, good guys. This band, everybody was from Melrose. We played just a couple of shows. We practiced all the time, and our drummer, his name was Mike McCauley. We played in his garage. We played a party, a yard party, which was pretty cool. And then we played the very first Taste of Melrose Park in 1982. Nice sized crowd. My cousin Joey ran the sound. Again, Ricky Leone and Kenny Giordano, solid guitar players, inspirational. I was just singing at that time. After that, I joined another band called Night Rider, and we played a couple shows, and they were based out of Elmhurst. And I think after that, I was, 1983, 1984, I had to get serious about a career path in life and things like that. And I kind of walked away from playing music and singing and playing the guitar, and played bass in a couple bands. Got into law enforcement in 1985, became a cop in 1987, up until this day. And there were periods of time during those years where I would collaborate with, something would rekindle that flame. Around 2001, there was a guy, Eddie Moses. We called him Poopy. Great guy. We played together for a little while. Then I abandoned it again. Up until 2009. 2009, I got injured at work. Got in a car accident, so I was off for a little bit. We had just finished filming all the episodes of Paranormal Cops for A&E. And my buddy Austin came by to check on me while I would sit at home at night with my hand in like a sling. And he noticed I had a black acoustic guitar sitting in the corner. And he was like, "Whose guitar is that?" I says, "It's mine." And it's more like, decor than I get any usage out of it. He picked it up and started playing it. And sounded real good. So I ran down to a pawn shop and I picked up a bass and a bass amp because I didn't have anything except that guitar anymore. And we started spending a significant amount of time where I was living on 33rd and West Melrose at that time. And we spent a lot of time together, and we ended up writing some very, very good things, some good music that we were very satisfied with. And we called ourselves Open Key. And an open key is when, in the police department, when someone they bump the button, the transmit button on their microphone, whether it's here or in the car, down by your knee, and they're transmitting without knowing. And everyone else hears this on the radio. Somebody's having a private conversation, and that's usually when you can hear how someone really feels and what their real opinions are, because the conversation's unfiltered. So we took that name, Open Key. It also sounded musical, because when we would write songs and sing songs, we would give our inner feelings, the things we would probably normally have a wall up about. And our lyrics and our songs were how we really felt, unfiltered. Be it about relationships. At that time, we were writing things actually about paranormal things, because that was what we were doing at that time. And we came up with some nice songs, really good ones. We recorded about 5 of them in a recording studio. one of which got some interest, and I'll talk about that song on another video because I like the backstory on that too. But I just wanted to take a moment and acknowledge the musicians and guitar players who inspired me. And that's my cousin Joey Battelli, Ronnie Jones, Kurt Savino, Donnie Woodfield, Kenny Giordano, Ricky Leone. Jesus, how'd I do that? It'll kill me. Ricky Leone, or Rick Leone as he likes to be called now. And, of course, Austin Weinstock, better known as Austin Edwards. Now, I've been long-winded, but I showed you guys in the past a couple of my smart guitars, and I enjoy them a great deal. I actually like them a lot, love playing them. I mean, I gravitate to them probably more than any of my other guitars. This is a smart cigar. Yeah, it's electric. It's a rechargeable e-cigar. And they may have somewhat of a practical purpose when you're feeling a desire or a craving. And you can do this. When these first came out, I remember walking into Home Depot in the lumber section, doing one of these with a different one I had, and watching their eyeballs get as big as dinner plates because they figure I'm walking through a lumber yard smoking. Let's just relax. Take it easy. It's water vapor or something. Now you can't even have these in places anymore. So, more of a novelty. Not my regular go-to. You really can't chew them. But I hope everybody has a good holiday, a good Thanksgiving. Eat until you can't eat anymore. Unbuckle your belt. Relax. Take a nap. And enjoy the company you are with, because it's all about the company we keep. Until next time.